Money, money, money must be funny in a rich man's world. And that's the end of my singing, at least for today. Hi, I'm Vanessa Ugatti, the True Worth Expert, and I'm sure you will have guessed that today's subject is the very challenging and thorny issue of money, how it makes you feel and how it impacts on you, particularly in your business. So when I think about money, there are various emotions that come up. There could be fear of not having enough, and that has an impact on how you then behave. Fear of having too much and what people will think of you. Envy and greed. And I think you'll agree that none of those is a really nice feeling to have. Now, it's important to understand that as a human being, whenever you feel discomfort, whether it's physical or emotional, you naturally move away from it. It's normal, it's human behavior. So if those thoughts and feelings come up when you're having discussions with clients about money, then what will happen is you're very likely to undercharge, discount unnecessarily, and overservice your clients, which might be fantastic for the clients, but it's really not very good for your business at all. So I want to look at where these feelings and thoughts and beliefs come from, and then what you can do to help overcome those so you don't have to give away your services without charging effectively. So as a human being, from the moment you're born, you are being conditioned. People are telling you what to think and believe. And of course, as a baby and a young person, you don't really have much choice but to absorb all of that. And all those beliefs and thoughts are stored in your unconscious mind. And then you tap into those as and when you need them. So when it comes to money, it doesn't matter who you are or where you were born, you will have some beliefs about money that are negative. And some people might have more negative beliefs than others, depending on the background they came from, the era they came from, and the culture they came from. So if I look at my culture and my age, I can remember 2 or 3 things that I heard regularly. Number 1, money doesn't grow on trees. And what that did was instill in you the belief, or instill in me and others, the belief that money is short. There's a scarcity of money. So when you're with clients, if you have that belief coming up, it means that you will think it's better to get something rather than nothing. I.e., you might take a client on who pays you really badly just so you have some money coming in. And it's maybe not the right thing to do. Money is the root of all evil. Well, first of all, this is a misquote because the actual phrase was, the love of money is the root of all evil. But it's been misquoted through the ages. Now, this makes it sound like it's such a bad thing. Do you really want to have money if it's so bad and it's going to make you a bad person? Another thing about human beings is many of them, and probably me included, like to be liked, and they fear rejection. So if they believe that money is the root of all evil, it's better that they don't have too much, otherwise they're going to get rejected. Money doesn't grow on trees, we've already said, and I'm trying to think of another one. Oh, filthy lucre. Now that really conjures up something quite disgusting. And as I said before, we don't like things that are not pleasant, so we'll move away from them. So these beliefs and thoughts that you will have been stored in your unconscious mind for a very long time. They're lurking there, ready to pop up just when you don't need them. So if, for example, you go into a prospect meeting. This is a prospect that you really want to convert because you think they're the ideal client for you. And they could be a long-term client that would be very lucrative for you. Now, as you're going through the meeting, you become aware of the fact that you're going to have to deal with the subject of discussing prices with them. And it's almost like it's deadly there, creeping, waiting to be brought in. And you just don't know how to do it. So I know Years ago, I had the problem really badly. I was so uncomfortable talking about money. What I would do was this. I would be talking way too much for way too long because I was trying to avoid even discussing it. Then when I did get to that point, I would say what my fees were so quickly, and then I would continue talking. I'd be babbling away because I was so scared of the idea of being rejected that I didn't want to hear what their answer was. Now, how is this beneficial to anybody? The answer is it's not. And the other thing is, if you're really uncomfortable about talking about money, then you're going to put your clients off and they're going to be looking for a discount or maybe not even working with you at all. So you might be thinking, yes, Vanessa, this is me. I have this challenge. Well, the first thing to know is you're not alone. Lots of people do have this challenge. So what can you do about it? Well, the first thing is about perception. Start thinking about money in a different way, consciously. So money in itself is not evil. It is neutral. It is just energy. It's an exchange. You give your service and people give you some money in return for it. So it's not money that's bad. Maybe people use money in bad ways or people use money in good ways. But let's compare it with something else. Now, did anybody teach you that electricity was bad? Probably not. So when you switch on a light or a heater, it lights up the room, heats up the room, you feel good about it. However, electricity can be used in a bad way. For example, it could be used to electrocute somebody, to kill them. But you don't have beliefs about electricity that say it's bad. So you don't have the problem. So you look at money from a different perspective consciously right now as the adult. Secondly, if you have those negative beliefs, they will come up. You will feel them in the form of emotions. And that's okay. You can acknowledge those emotions and then step out of them or step back from them and choose to think something more neutral or positive about money. So that when you then engage with your client discussing fees, you won't be interrupted by those negative thoughts and feelings and then take negative actions. So as usual, if you found this useful, helpful, enjoyable, inspirational, motivational, or anything else that's positive, please continue to like and share my videos as you've been doing on social media. And if you're seeing this elsewhere, that's fine. Pass them on to your colleagues as well. And if you have a real challenge around charging, then I'm only a phone call away or an email away. So just get in touch. So that's Vanessa Ugatti, the True Worth expert, saying bye for now.